Hello there, my friend. How are you doing today? You see, you're a good vibe soul. First, because you have clicked this video. You see, that gesture alone proves that you are a lovely, wonderful being. And for that, I know we can help one another. In this way, you see, here we have a mission of spreading love and making sure all earthlings are united and forgiving and living with honesty. You see? And that mission we do it by reacting together, me and you, to different types of videos. Videos that will make you think about the stuff you know and generally everything, you see? All with the intentions of spreading love. Hit the like button, watch till the end and tell us where you're watching from. Straight out of Africa with lots of good vibes. Let's dive in, man.
Why do our problems seem so much worse when we wake up in the middle of the night? You're asking, right, girl? Because I'm Rachel, the neuroscientist. Panic attacks occur most frequently between the hours of 1 and 4 a.m. And even if you're not in a full panic attack, those tend to be the hours where we're the most existentially angsty. During the night, our brain has some very specific jobs to do, and each stage of sleep performs its own role. REM sleep, which is when we typically have those episodic dreams that we tell our partners about, looks remarkably like wake in the cortex. Both wake and REM are characterized by that low amplitude, high frequency activity. One key difference though is that we'll see during the day the prefrontal cortex is much more active, while during REM sleep it kind of takes a break and other structures of the brain related to emotional processing take center stage, like the amygdala. Now, normally in our waking hours, the prefrontal cortex is like the amygdala's wise friend that stops it from overreacting too much. That tends to be the stage of sleep that we wake up from during those existentially hours of 1 to 4 a.m. Actually, as the night progresses, stages of REM get longer. Earlier in the night, we see more slow wave sleep, and this in no way resembles REM or wake. Activity slows down, and actually it's characterized by this synchronous activity of brain cells all turning on and brain cells all turning off at the same time. Join me for part 2 to learn about the relationship between slow wave sleep and nighttime anxiety.
Wow, that's quite interesting, man. Have you ever met a neuroscientist, that one, in your life? You see? Myself, that word, I only hear it here. And then there's this stuff here. Look at these drawings good people over. What are those? Is it possible to completely carve it out? What? The matrix are where I could. This guy. This is the one. What? Look at this. The full prep videos on. No. Yeah, this one gets real fragile. What is this stuff? As you can see, that one leg fell off already somewhere somewhere. Yeah, this one was much of the matrix removed as this guy could have. Before it started falling apart. What is this stuff, man? This guy who got this stuff from the Matrix. Yo, these animals are very interesting, man. Full of good vibes, you see?
I can't be the only person on the planet that didn't know that you can just pick a piece of fruit off of a tree and eat it. I had a friend come over a few weeks ago and she was like, Carly, why do you have a bag of lemons in your fridge? And I said, oh, well, I use lemons in my cooking a lot and sometimes I put them in my sparkling water. And she was just like, no, but why do you have a bag of lemons from the store? And I said, oh, well, sometimes I cook with them and I also put them in. And she said, no, you have a lemon tree outside. And I said, okay. And she said, so why do you buy lemons? And I said, because I cook with them. And she said, Carly, you have a lemon tree. You just pick the lemons off the tree and you put them in your food or in your sparkling water. And I said, don't you have to do something to them? And she said, what do you mean? And I said, you don't have to do anything to the lemons? And she was pretty upset, which I guess I am one of the very few people. I didn't think that I was one of the very few people, but maybe I am one of the very few people that didn't know that there is nothing that you have to do to a lemon before you eat it from a tree. You can just take it off the tree. Am I the only I'm 28, for reference. Am I the only person? Say no.
Most of this stuff come ready-made. No need for what else?
Have you ever wondered if Christians believe in one God or three?
Hmm, that's an interesting story, man. Leave your
Why is
comments.
it sinking? Oh my goodness. Should I tell someone? I'm at like a ship museum and literally it was fine a couple minutes ago. Now it's sinking into the water. What the heck? Oh my goodness. How deep is that water? How deep is it gonna go? Oh my goodness, it keeps going. What? No way. Wait, this is bad. That ship is like 300 years old, and I guess, well, that's the last of it. Oh my goodness. What? There's nobody here. Does anyone see this? There's nobody around. I don't know what to do. What? That water's really deep. What the? Oh my goodness. Literally down to the very last.
Oh my god, that is scary. Hey.
If you are so compelled, please share it. We're all going to be tested in this. I'm guessing that this is some type of like an initiation, because when the further we rise in frequency, the more clearer we have to be about what our intention is and what our intentions are. Because as we get higher in frequency, we will become more telepathic. And it won't matter whether you're trying to project your thoughts or your conversation to others. They will hear it anyway. Even if you're alone in your own thoughts, some will be able to hear your thoughts. There are no secrets once you get to fifth density, which means there is a level of authenticity that none of us have ever experienced before. So that's going to be different. And it's going to be a real challenge because we're all going to be feeling very, very naked. And I'm not referring to no clothes. I'm referring to you're going to have to be authentic all the time. And that's going to be a challenge for those of us who have lived here on Earth. For most of us, maybe not all of us, but for most of us. But this is happening. This is happening, and it's coming a lot quicker than I think any of us expected. It's the river is really beginning to move. Now we have that going on. That's within our sphere of Earth, within our frequency, our immediate frequency. We also have the planetary bodies that are passing through. Okay, these are shifts, these are changes. Now, our forefathers on the planet, the civilizations long before us, their governments, for what they were, their monarchies is probably more appropriate. They shared this information with them, with their people, as these things were coming through. Okay, we don't have that today. Today, we really don't have that. We don't have real, genuine representatives of the people looking out for the people. We just don't have that. And then that is a real, genuine level of betrayal. But nonetheless, we are still going to have to make decisions regarding our own welfare, that of our family, that of our loved ones, and our friends. I don't have all the answers on how to do this. I'm just like you. I have not gone through this either. I feel blessed to be able to get some guidance, which I pass on to you, and I know there's going to be a lot more coming here very shortly. And I, of course, will share it with you. And I'm going to share it with you, even to those of you who write me and are on my case because I'm talking about this. I mean, I don't get why you're on my case. I really don't. I mean, you know, I'm not steering the dwarf star. I'm not steering those planets in here. Okay, I'm sitting here talking to you in a library wondering what I'm going to do. Okay, just like you are. So, you know, we will do our best to figure it out. Now, the Earth, our solar system, is going to be starting to get hit. And scientists are talking about this gravitational waves. They have actually been happening all the time. It just, our perspective is getting wider and wider, so we're beginning to see more things. And the reason for that is that our brains are beginning to move faster. If you can remember back in the information from the A's years back, they said that the reason we see things moving at the speed of light, what we call the speed of light, is because that's how fast our brain moves. Okay, that's how quickly it works. As our brains begin to move faster than that, we will begin to see more of a greater perspective, and we'll be able to see more of how things work, and we will begin to see that the speed of light isn't just it. There are things that move even faster. And then that's where we're at. Scientists and CERN is helping with this in some degrees. We're beginning to see and experience faster thought, more processing of knowledge and data. Okay, many of our kids, they amaze me, some of these kids, how much data they can process, how they can do, and JP and James and I were just talking about this before we came on today, about, you know, how these kids can be doing their homework, listening to music, playing a video game, and cooking a meal all at the same time. And they're completely, totally multitasking all of these things, which take a great deal of focus. You know, video games take a great deal of focus. Homework takes a great deal of focus. Listening to music takes some focus. And of course, cooking takes focus. And how they're able to do all of these things simultaneously. But many of these kids can do it. To get a piece of technology, you might as well not even put directions in the box because you're never going to look at it. And in fact, they don't even need it. They just get right to it, and they're off to the races. You know, and in 3 days, they're bored because they figured it out. You know, it's a trip. But there are some things I want to talk about, and Planet X is coming. There is a great deal of talk about how the outer planets in our solar system are tilting at a 6-degree tilt, and that's because of the dwarf star that's coming up the gravitational pull. I also want to share with you, I want to talk about something that I shared with you in the last webinar, and that is about earth changes and about the coastlines. A young man by the name of Ranu sent me something that he was able to compile using Google Earth elevation and measurements data. So I guess anybody can do this, where you can look at where you live and using Google Earth elevation and measurement data, you can figure out what's going to happen to your country, specific country, should the water actually rise to 300 feet, as Mornay has said it probably will. Now, there are, I want to share this with you. There is going to be an enormous level of intervention. And we will all see it. Even the non-believers will see it. Okay? Even those living under a rock are going to see it. Those with an IQ of room temperature are going to see it. Okay? There will no longer be denying that we're the center of the universe and that we're all there is. Okay? That the Creator, the Isness, Great Spirit, created 1 trillion universes and only one of them has life in it. Okay? That kind of thing will be gone forever. I want to tell you this part. They are not going.
Oh man, honesty and good vibes all the way, man. Hit the like button. Oh, look at this. Oh, these are turtles. They are just playing some game there with a piece of wood, a rock in water, and it's good vibes. Just having fun, man. See, these animals are full of good vibes, and it's just incredible. This one's decided to have fun there in the water, and it's nice, man. Oh, wonderful gathering. Oh, this is nice, man. Look at this one. Oh, what do you call that? Have you ever seen this stuff? I'd like to have one of those. You guys, look at this. Somebody come look at this. This is what now? Blatant disregard for environment. Oh my god. What's this guy doing? Some weird experiment here with salt. Is this salt or what is this? He has brought to the beetle. Or this is not a beetle. Good people of Earth, what is this that this guy is giving this animal? Looks like some crazy concoction here. What has this guy made for this animal here? Or is this is medicine? See, maybe this is some good vibes guy that knows even medicine for insects, you see? And he has decided to even feed them. Oh, this world is full of incredible people. It's even just like yourself, man, there. Kindly, never leave without hitting the like button. When you watch, hit the like button and spread love from wherever you are. You see, this good vibes guy here is incredible. Wow, this is nice, man. Whoa. What is this stuff that this stuff? Oh, and it is it using its legs to eat or its mouth? This one is creepy, but it's good vibes, man. You see, this one now is a bee. Oh, and this is another bee that this good vibes guy still recorded. And it's nice, man. All these animals are beautiful. Just like yourself. Throw back to have some throw pass their way. You see, why do people put fence? To protect other people from themselves or what's up? Good people over. Hey, English people is good vibes. But this one came up with the solution for that. A little bit excited. This is nice. Wonderful people. Just be good. Look at this. You see that gesture alone is always good vibes and full of love. You see? And you're all loved and respected. And today, I read a list of those guys. Some of guys that have been doing some good work there, leaving comments, and it's just incredible. You see, it's motivating. And there are a lot of guys that have come recently, new subscribers. You're all loved and respected. Kindly from wherever you are. Always tell us, you see? Like that guy there at Minimalist, always doing the best leaving comments, you see? My friend, can you pass me that list so that we big up these guys, you see? Hey, it's like this one misplaced the list. Oh my god, it was stepped on again. No problem. You see this list? It's good vibes and you always write it to admit him. So when you see it's like it does not look that clean, it has been stepped on by the cow sometimes. But it's good vibes. Yo, big up to at Minimalist. That one has done great, man. Minimalist has left comments, video, and it's just good vibes. You see? Big up to at Nikki Bridgewater. Nikki Bridgewater. Oh, what does that name mean? Please try to explain to us. is there. How did you come up with that name? It sounds nice, man. And where are you from? Good vibes to you, man, and salute. You are loved and respected. Big up to what John Winkler. Hey, that is a good vibes name, man. Respect to that. You're all loved and respected. You see?